I'm your host, Morris1173, and tonight we'll be doing the National Series race from Mid-Ohio. We'll be running the BNL Transport 170 from Mid-Ohio and Lexington, Ohio. Now, this is the smallest road course on the National Series schedule. It's the smallest road course on the entire schedule. Smaller than Canadian Tire, and the Truck Series, smaller than what used to be the smallest track, Sonoma. Now they introduced the carousel back in Sonoma this year, so hopefully see the carousel more often in the Cup Series at Sonoma. But we're talking about Mid-Ohio here tonight. We got a mixed bag of drivers here tonight. Let's see here. We got a bunch of National Series drivers as expected, I should say. We got Mike Mann running tonight in a part-time role in the National Series. This is going to be his first national race of the season. I do not know what car he's driving. I believe he's driving the 88, if I had to guess, for G Motorsports. I could be wrong about that. We got Quentin Ladd making his return to the Checkered Flag PS1 NASCAR League. This is going to be his first start all season, and his first start in, I think, well over a year actually. Because he ran the National Series last year. He drove the Zero for JD Motorsports, the same car the Ryan guy drives in the Checkered Flag PS1 NASCAR League. But yeah, making a way up appearance here tonight. Got Incog in here. We got Tom in here. GT Jones. When I mean in here, I meant the Discord lobby, not actually in the party chat. Because if it was a party chat, there'll be a lot of people talking right now. We got Smoke here, who is subbing for, I don't know who he's subbing for. I think he's subbing for Trainer again in the 23 car. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what some of these drivers have, what it takes to handle the second of 4 road courses of the season and the second of 3 road courses in the next 4 races for the National Series. The smallest one out of the 4 road courses of the season, and then we go to the biggest of the 4 road courses in 2 weeks. After Bristol, it's going to be Road America. So, y'all tuned into the truck race at Michigan last night. That was a crazy race. We had Norfree and Predator battling for the lead on the last lap, and then they both ended up wrecking. And then Sal in the 51 truck takes advantage of both of them, gets by both Predator and Norfree to win the race. And Don Vizito came out of nowhere as well, got third out of that. He was fourth at the time. He got by Predator for third. He couldn't get by Norfree for second, but Sal and Sal and Don found their way to the front in this battle for the regular season title. And ultimately, Don Vizito, having more points than Sal had the entire race, was your regular season champion in the truck season, I'm pretty sure. So congratulations to Don Vizito and the 8 team winning the regular season title. They get 15 playoff points, which is, I think he's the only driver I think that actually has playoff points. So that's a little surprising. But now he's going to join a whole bunch of other drivers with the playoff points. But just waiting on the invite to join the lobby, join the track. So just have to see what oh, there's the invite. Yeah, I did not know that I got the invite. It didn't pop up on my phone for some reason. But yeah, here's your lineup here tonight. We got Predator in the 9. We got Ryan guy in the 0. We got Tom in the 21. Oh, Smoker's in a part-time role tonight. He's in his usual car, 61. Got Mike Mann in a part-time role. He's in the 35. Got Incog in the 42. Got Nascar Man in the 7. Got Weasel in the 18. Got Norfolk in the 15. Got GT Jones in the 5. Like I mentioned, Quentin Ladd making his return to the Checkered Flag PS1 NASCAR League, subbing for Trainer in the 23 car. And that's your lineup for tonight. We're gonna hop on board, I believe, with Predator, the first time round, and see from his view what the track looks like. Now, it's a 13-turn road course, So you're gonna have some long, you're gonna have a couple long straightaways. You're gonna be about overwhelming the engine going into turn 4, right by the sand trap, which is known as China Beach. So you do not want to go out there. If you want to get a tan, you can go out there, but otherwise, stay away from it. Alright, here's Predator. Gonna dive off into turn number 1. Gonna go below that white line, maybe go over the curb, and go down the straightaway as smoke goes on the grass there. Gonna have a little section going up and down here a little bit. You're gonna brake real hard here going into turn 2, and Predator overshot the turn. I had a feeling he overshot the turn there. This is the hairpin corner of turn 2. And then go down the back straightaway. You're gonna go all the way up to 4th gear, possibly over-revving the engine. You're getting ready to hit the turn 4. Here's a little turn 3 here. Not much of a little, just a little kink in the straightaway. And then here's turn 4. Now this is gonna be the rhythm section of the road course. You're gonna have 4 here. This is gonna be the essence part. That was 4. Here's turn 5. You have a quick right-hander up here, turn 6. And then another left-hander here, turn 7. Going uphill, going a blind corner. And it's turn 8, and then turn 9 right up here. You have another blind corner here, going uphill. And going downhill, going through Thunder Valley, which is coming up on turn 10. Right here, a little right-hander, you have turn 11 right up here. There's a little flat turn, you have the carousel here, which is turn 12. Gonna be the slowest part of the track. And then you can gas up coming out of turn 12 and come through turn 13 right here. And that's a lap around Mid-Ohio. Now here's one guy in the Zero who I ran out of practice laps with last night. So he wanted to have, he needed some help getting around the track, so I offered my help to him, and he did pretty good. He was improving last night, so I would not be surprised to see him improve again here tonight. And the talk of the weekend so far is what happened between Northway and Predator last night. Hopefully the tensions will boil over into tonight's race. Because that is why I got in the Zero going by Nascar Man the 7. We're still looking to get back in that championship form, that consistency form he got last year. Excuse me, you see why I got in the Zero go off the track there, coming out of turn 2. Go down the long back straightaway. Have a little kink in here, turn 3, like I mentioned earlier. And they're going to be about 9,000 RPM, so we're going to break it down all the way to 2nd gear right here. And here's the this is the rhythm part. Got turn 4. Here's turn 5. A blind corner. Gotta be easy when you get on the throttle of that part of the track. Here's turn 6. See Nascar Man the 7 overdrive the corner a little bit. Here's turn 7. Saw one guy. Here's turn 8. Saw one guy there get off the track there. Here's turn 9. And caught about almost loading in the back of Nascar Man there in 42. And here's Thunder Valley, turn 10. Here's turn 11. Nascar Man trying to make a pass here. Excuse me, not Nascar Man. Nascar Man's getting passed by Incog. Here's turn 12, the carousel. That's not a passing zone, but could try to make one. And here's turn 13. And then up to the front straightaway. Now, the best passing opportunities, so I think, would be turns 2 and 4. As we're coming up on turn 2 here. It's coming up here, this would be a good passing zone here. This one I'm going line guy here. As it takes turn 2. This will be a good passing zone. But you'll probably see people trying to make their own passing zones. But the main 2 passing zones I'll keep an eye on was that one right there, turn 2. And then as they go down the long back straightaway, go through turn 3 there. Get hard on the brakes right about here. And then turn 4 right here. That's another passing zone that you can make. And then you gotta keep your momentum going for this part of the track. That was 5 right there. There's 6. Here's turn 7. Here's turn 8. And turn 9 right here. Another blind corner, kind of like turn 5. And here goes Thunder Valley because the wall, and it's called Thunder Valley because the wall is so close to the track, and it gets very loud over there. As they went by turn 10, here's turn 11. Hairpin corner, turn 12. And gas up coming out of turn 12 and then diving into 13. and go full throttle. Gonna ride the Ryan guy one more lap here and then we get some pre-race interviews in real quick before qualifying. This Quentin Lyon in the 23, subbing for trainer tonight. If I had to guess, this probably be his lone start of the season, so. But I could be wrong, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night if he shows up. The draft might play a factor here, this part of the track, but, I mean, in reality, it might not play a factor. Got Line Guy here hounding Incog. Incog flew by him earlier, but Line Guy was able to keep his composure, wheel him back in. And as soon as I say that, he about got off the track there, almost coming in turn 9. There's Quinn Lyon in the 23. He's got a lot of damage on that right front fender. Made contact with the wall probably. Two more corners, and pit road's gonna be a little tricky here. Saw there that little road there. That's interesting pit road. Pit road's gonna be interesting tonight. And you see people going below the curb there. If I remember correctly, last year, I think that would be illegal unless you're coming out of pit road. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure last year there was a rule that you can't use that as an advantage. So I think you have to be outside. You gotta be on the right side of that curb. But I think you could be on the left side, on the pit road, on the access road coming out of pit road. So that's where some of the fast lap times come from. So that is practice for. I know it's a little short, but had to get a little bit of practice in for qualifying. Now let's try to get some. Ow! Put my fingers there. That's not what it button. Actually, no, that is the button I wanted to click. Till now. All right. Gonna try to get some pre-race interviews in real quick. So let's get Predator in here. I passed his name. There we go, there's Predator. Driving the 9 car tonight. This is car right here. Wanting the Nationwide Children's Hospital paint scheme right here. That sponsor, Nationwide Children's Hospital, I think was a primary sponsor for this race a few years ago. So nice to see Nationwide Children's Hospital back on the call for Predator here tonight. And he might accept my interview, I don't know yet. So, excuse me. Sorry. So, it's going to be interesting to see who can make the least amount of mistakes and who doesn't blow the corners. Because it's going to be very interesting to see how the drivers handle this track. Predator might join, but he might be trying to get the track down because he said I remember him saying I think it was last night that they haven't had a lot of practice because he's been focused on personal stuff. So he's going to take this opportunity to learn the track, get a groove for the track, and hopefully he could contend for either some stage wins or that valuable win that would get him another 5 playoff points. And he's already in the playoffs based on not only his points in the playoff standings, but he has that win at Daytona. And speaking of the devil, here's Predator. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Now, I just mentioned that you haven't had enough practice here at the track because of personal issues, but how are you handling the track right now?
We're running pretty good lap times. Our fastest lap time right now is 1:24.166. So we're up there with Smoke and Incog and Weasel. So, but it's breaking points are going to be crucial, especially going to turn 3. Just you get wide open there, and it just kind of pops out of nowhere. So you know, being able to use the braking points and get on the gas and downshift properly without losing any spots or any ground is going to be very difficult, especially in turn 3.
Now, you had, remember last night that you and Northway had a one-in for the battle to win last night in Michigan. Have you talked to him as of late? If so, do you think it will hinder your ability to win tonight?
We haven't talked about it. You know, I asked him what happened, and you know, he just didn't say one word. So, but that's Norfree. I'm not surprised. He can't even race in the truck series, but it is what it is. We're gonna move forward. It's a different race, different series. We're actually getting points, so our goal is to just survive this race. And then unfortunately I'll be missing Bristol, going to a Slipknot concert. So that will be very, very fun. I'll have either Mike or Bradley subbing for me in the 9 car at Bristol. So just trying to secure the regular season championship tonight and move forward. And next stop I'll have is Road America.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get maybe a win, and maybe if not, maybe stage win or 2, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna have to stay in this party because no, never mind. I thought I was running a good lap.
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna try to get one more interview in here real quick before qualifying. Let's get Mike in here. Let's get Mike Man in here. This is gonna be his first national race since I think his last part-time race, actually. So let's get Mike in here. Let's see. He's driving the 35 car tonight. There he is. There's Mike. How are you? There we go. How are you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing alright. Now,
Good.
now this is gonna be your first national race all season. So, any nerves or any rust, so to speak, going back down to the national series?
Oh, no, I did a couple before I left earlier this season, but it's my first in a while. Haven't really driven the car as much in Mid-Ohio. It was an interesting track to come back to. So we'll definitely see if we can get a top 5 finish and just trying to get some road course experience here in Ohio and just get better.
Now, have you been able to practice on your braking zones? How are you going to run the track? What's your mindset going into this race tonight?
A little bit. I haven't gotten as much practice as I maybe would like. But I think I have a decent idea where the braking zones are. I don't think I'm the fastest, but I don't think I'm the slowest. So usually at the road courses I can get better during the race. I'll adapt while there's other cars around me and hopefully get a good finish.
Well, good luck to you tonight, and hopefully you can get that top 5 finish and talk to you probably later tonight.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you, you too. Alright, that's going to end part number 1 of the live stream. Thank you for that one viewer. So, excuse me, a second viewer actually. This guy's been second viewer in here. Sorry, a little bit too late there, buddy. I'm about to wrap up part number 1, part of 3-part live stream. So maybe you can tune back into the channel on part number 2, which is going to be the qualifying portion from Mid-Ohio. So hope to see y'all there in a little bit. See you there.